in the building. Supply, Right C, Glenard, Southwest, Biss. Thanks to Lane. Happy birthday, Deidre.
Ali, what's good with you, Playboy? What's up out there, everybody? Twitter, Facebook, follow the Bosses Show. It's a pleasure, my man. IOD have me on here. We go back. We got long history together. You know, man, we go way back. Even before I knew his name back in the day. I put the one and one together. It's IOD right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I heard the Go-Go Live VHS back then.
Mm-hmm.
Or I might have been beta. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I just said I had to be a part of that music. I wanted to be a part of it. So, my life changed. I ran away from home and entered the city. And southeast over Eastgate.
Okay,
And
wow.
lived with some family members over there. And I started to beat on pots and play to the tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Used to set my radio up and beat to the pots. Had 4 pots up and playing, and I actually taught myself how to play congos. And I started playing congos. I went out and bought a set of congos. Started playing congos for high performance back in the day.
Wow.
But I stayed in trouble. So, in and out of prison, industrial prison complex. And when I came home, the style of conga playing had changed from a gallop, like grr, grr, to more rudiments.
Right.
And I couldn't do the rudiments. I still wanted to play in a band. So I started backup rapping. I backup rap for high performance, numerous other bands, Raw Dimension.
Wow.
And we was playing up the fitness center. And we had paid a sound man, I'm gonna keep his name out of this, to run our sound.
Mm-hmm.
And he had left when he came back. I had hit him with a nice combination, and Raw Dimension couldn't get no more shows because of that.
Right.
So it was an opening with Northwest Youngins backup rapping. So I started backup rapping for Northwest Youngins. So the dude that used to talk was Mo, Green Eye Mo they called him.
Mm-hmm.
So he ain't come to the show one night, and we was up to Ibex, and I had the lead talk, and that birth, me lead talking right there. Mo had came back to Northwest Youngins, so they stepped me back in the backup rapper position.
Mm-hmm.
So I quit, and I was going around and I was asking people to let me get on. They was like, hey, you want to play congos? And I was like, nah, I want to get on the mic. And Unique Dimension. Let me on the mic. And I lead talk for them. And somehow they got my number. And, that's the first band I ever lead talk for. Fully was Unique Dimension.
Wow.
And we had a good run, and a lot of people respected us. Our craft back in the day. And one time, Unique Dimension, my whole front line ain't come. I was the only one there.
Was you nervous?
Nah, I wasn't nervous. I just did it, and that's when go-go was fun.
Right.
That's when it was just about the enjoyment of the music back then. Now, it's just a totally different atmosphere.
Right. It is.
It's strictly business.
Mm-hmm.
And, Unique Dimension played for a while. So I got a call from Charlie Fenwick after Joey and them left. And I went to the studio to meet with him. He was playing that tape where my front line didn't come. He was like, I need this for the Huggerbucks. And I started talking for the Huggerbucks for a while. And then, in and out of prison, I came home, and Kamish Lee, which is my daughter's godmother, they had a band called Touch of Essence. So let me back up. I skipped over a band. I forgot. I got with Solo. That's the old Northeast Grooves. When they broke up, the group called themselves Solo. Sounds of Us Living On, and I performed with them. Y'all didn't know that the Go-Go Slider, One Hop this time. It was me with Solo. But I had court cases, so I was about to go in. So when I went in and I came home, Kamesh Lee was with a band called, I forget the name of it. My memory gone. Touch of Essence, who was it? First Touch of Essence, one of them. First Touch of one of them. And I started talking for them. Then Kamesh went to Suttle Thoughts.
Okay.
So that's when Jean Pratt and them left. So she put in a good word for me, and they tried me out, and I got the position for Suttle Thoughts. So, and the rest is go-go history.
I think you left out a band.
I think I did. Touch of Essence.
No,
and
I just said that I was coming to see y'all at Louisiana Bar and Grill.
After Hours.
Yes, sir.
But that's a little bit further. That's a little bit further down the line. It's Subtle Thoughts, and I done played with like 3 Subtle Thoughts. I'm a loyal dude, man. Walker Reyes, you need to quit all that. But then Jean Pratt and them had their project, and it wasn't working out too good. And they wanted to come back, so when they came back to Subtle Thoughts, I was relieved of my duties, and I got with After Hours.
Okay.
That was when I first.
Okay.
And when I first went to see the band practice, the harmonies was just unbelievable between Khalil, TJ, and Nikki. Y'all know it's Pretty Nikki now. So, and perform with After Hours for a long duration. We had a nice run.
I agree.
And we left After Hours and went to Suttle again. Things ain't work out. I left Subtle Thoughts and went to Listen after Scooby and them. And we made a little buzz. Then after Listen, I went back to Suttle, and here we are today.
Dang.
And people say, man, you've been in a lot of bands, but they think people band hop, but it's a lot of politics, a lot of inner politics that the people don't really know.
Right. And then now that you saying that, it was, to me, Subtle Thoughts, you were back and forth. And I remember when you went with Listen, too. I was like,
I'm going to start by saying, life changes has humbled me. My past has humbled me, and it made me the person that I am today. And I feel like that, I've been there, like, with the ego and the pride. And the ego and the pride only got me, a lot of time or almost life in prison. And it's real. So I feel like that there's no need for me to do those things. I don't want to be the man, I don't want to be seen. I just want to get up there and do my thing and let everybody shine. And that says a lot about a person. If he can get on stage with anybody and let everybody shine. A lot of people can't do that. But, I want to speak to my brothers and sisters out there, man. It's a lot of things that's happening in our realms that we had no knowledge of because we never searched beneath the surface. I spoke with Brother Rod the other day, and I was telling him about the slavery and how we think that we're free, but we're actually slaves. Your birth certificate and your social security card. Your birth certificate has a CUSIC number, 1 CUSIC number. And your social security card has 2 CUSIC numbers. And those CUSIC numbers are sold on the stock market for livestock. And that's a fact. Case numbers from court cases, they do the same thing. So we think we're free in the land of the United States, or the home of the brave, the land of the free, home of the brave, but in the land of the free, but we're still slaves. We're in the home of the brave, but we're still afraid. I've never seen Al-Qaeda never terrorized me, my neighborhood. What terrorized our neighborhood was the crack epidemic. And if we look into COINTELPRO and the tactics of the CIA and the FBI by putting the drugs into our community, you know, and me as a person, and if I commit a crime, I have to pay for my crime. And I feel like it's a lot of stuff going on that the political establishment of this country needs to be brought to the international court on charges for what they've done to us. Not just black people. And and that's another thing. When we say black, red, it's colorable law. We're considering ourselves slaves. And I feel like that we all should research a little bit more to come to our own understanding, our own truth. What we think exists doesn't. Like the United States only exists. The United States government only exists by name. And Tropicana said this in his Senate speech. And the government that we rely on, they're actually poisoning the people. And this is fact. And I'm gonna give you an example. You had companies or organizations that are searching for cures for cancers. But you have items that we consume and products every day that we eat and we drink and we breathe that cause or create cancer. For example, aspartame, it's in gum, it's in drinks, it's all over. It causes cancer. This is fact. High fructose corn syrup causes cancer. And you wonder why people young dying and they having digestive problems. It's because the food that we're consuming, which I don't eat pork and beef, but the food that we're consuming is being fed things out of its natural habitat. Like cows are being fed corn and other animals, which messes up their digestive system. And if you eat that food, it does the same thing to you. Mad cow disease, it comes from a cow eating other animals. You know, the beef that goes through the system, they cleanse it with ammonia before they give it to the public. This is fact. They clean it with ammonia, and then they radiate it to kill bacteria. So if they're trying to kill cancer, why are they giving us things that create and cause cancer? If you're trying to stop a war on drugs, why are you shipping drugs into the borders? If you're trying to stop guns on the street, why are you lining the borders with weaponry? You know, and as far as for me, I don't have any religious belief. I study from all aspects of religion. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. You know, and that's another thing that we as a people need to take a look at is our past. Like you can never move forward and study unless you look at history, ancient history. You know, like the Sumerian text, the Bhagavad Gita. And I think it'll give a better understanding of our universe if one sat down and they read these things. Like for example, they say that we're the only existing life force in this universe. When this is our planet, with the solar system, with the universe, with the galaxy, and it goes on and on. But if you read the ancient texts and look at the hieroglyphs, the petroglyphs, they explain to you that we were visited by a highly advanced civilization. Like they have artifacts that they found, the hieroglyphs that they found in the sand, or the text that they found in the sand in 1840, which is the Sumerian text, had a depiction of our solar system back then, in complete orbit of our sun. In these texts, like NASA just found out about the pyramid and the city on Mars, when these texts talked about them, when they found them in the sand in the 1840s, they gave a depiction of each planet as they passed it, huge colors. And they said they stopped at Earth, and Earth was the 7th planet. And they said they mined the Earth for its resources, and they got tired of mining, so they tried to create a primate worker. And in them creating a primate worker, this is where the double helix, the medicine symbol, comes from. And they created the first successfully engineered primate worker was at Duma. You know, and it's a lot of stuff that we need to read into, like the lost books of the Bible. I mean, and we really need to look at, it's a treaty too. When they say all roads lead to Rome, it's a treaty, the Treaty of Verona. You really need to look into that and understand who controls everything. And the political leaders know this, the religious leaders, they know this, but they don't give it to the masses. Any questions you got for me, Brother Rob? Man, I love y'all DMV, really, because they say that go-go produces violence, but I'm living proof that go-go, something good can come out of go-go. Look at Big G, you know, and me and him been in many, we went to we was in the same halfway house. We went in about the same time, and it's good to see brothers, the music, curve us from the streets. And if you got a passion, this is your heart, continue to do it. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't nobody, pull gas on your, or water on your flames. You know, keep it up, whatever you're doing, man. And study, look beneath what's going on. And what's given, always come to your own conclusion. You don't have to believe anything that I say. This is all fact. You can look it up for yourself. Everything that I say is factual. Just look it up. And that's what we need to do. Take time out, study, and give back. Go to our communities and teach the youth. You know, go to our brothers and sisters, and instead of griping between one another. I know we can't get along with everybody, but you know, go to your brothers and sisters to enlighten them, because you know it's deception, because we warn against one another as a people. Light against brown, brown against black, dark, long hair against kinky hair, and look up the Willie Lynch article, the Willie Lynch papers. It'll explain to you what the slave owners did to the slaves, and this still permeates to this day. And you know, you got black, and I hate to use colorable or to be colorable. It's not correct. But so the people will understand, I have to say this. And you got black people against white people, and Hispanics separating between El Salvadorians against Mexicans, and when all along it's us against them. It's only a certain percent that know everybody's being traded as a T-bill, and they keep these stuff going. Look into 9/11, and that's what I forgot to mention. Look into 9/11 and ask yourself questions. You know, the frames that I saw of it. You know, I didn't see a plane hit the Pentagon. You know, look into that. Look into the World Trade Centers collapsing. The 2 trade centers failed, but Building 7 fell in the same fashion. And who could get or call an explosive team to New York in the midst of a terrorist attack to place explosives in the building to collapse it? I mean, it's just a lot of unanswered things that I think, one person or two people can't do it. The masses really need to wake up and see what's going on around them. Because in my opinion, 9/11 was one of the biggest acts of treason. And I really think that they won't be brought to justice unless we all wake up. And once again, it's not black, it's not white, because it's a certain percentage against the population of people. But I'm gonna sign off, DMV. I love y'all, man. I love y'all for supporting me throughout these years. And I'm gonna give you all I got. Peace.